Looking to close several loopholes in the oversight of boat operations at places like the Lockport Caves, where one person died last summer.
The so-called Cave Safe Bill has broad support among lawmakers and many others. 2 on Your Side's Rob Hackford is here tonight to tell us about it. Rob?
Yeah, Scott, Mary Ellis, that support coming especially from the family of 65-year-old Niagara Falls resident Harshad Shah, who died back in June after the boat he was on capsized. I spoke with Mr. Shah's daughter-in-law, Muriel, briefly this afternoon. She's out of town, though, so we couldn't get her on camera, as well as Sherry Scavone, whose son was involved in a different capsizing at the Lockport Caves back in 2015. Scavone said, in essence, it's about time, and she's happy to see this change. This new legislation is called the Cave Safe Bill, and if passed, that's still a step that has to happen. It would give inspectors the duty to inspect cave boats and other water vessels that operate in these private or publicly owned caves. It would also require incidents be reported to law enforcement in state parks, which wasn't happening before, and put restrictions on drinking while boating in a cave. And lastly, would allow inspectors to also temporarily shut down attractions like this that pose a threat to public safety, because you may recall back in June, Lockport Caves wasn't shut down because of that deadly capsizing, but rather electrical issues. Now, in a statement, Governor Hochul said today, with this legislation, we're closing a loophole to allow for additional safety regulations for vessels operating in caves. She said also, I look forward to working with the legislature to ensure this becomes law so that we can keep passengers safe and prevent future tragedies. Now, I have called and emailed Lockport Caves for their response to this new legislation, but we have not heard back so far. On Your Side, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.
You got it, Rob.